Hey Aries, it's Rebecca from Being Human Tarot, here with your October 2018 reading. This month I'm reading with a new deck that I got for my birthday. I'm trying to grab the Anima Mundi, so very excited about that. I've really connected with the cards a lot. They're mostly animal imagery as well as just some more general natural world stuff. So highly recommend it. It's on Etsy if you're interested in the deck. And I'll also put, I'll put the name in the description so you can just search for it easily. So, I'm sticking with the same spread that I've used in previous months. It's a quick 3-card spread with the first card indicating what you should focus on this month, the second card indicating what you should set aside for the month, and the third card indicating an additional consideration for the month. So, sounds like there's an airplane or something, or a helicopter or something passing. No, helicopter would be choppier. Anyway, if there's a little bit of noise just then, sorry. So, to get into your reading, in the first position of what you should focus on this month, you drew the 4 of Swords. So you can see it's a bird who's kind of like taking a snooze there. And I mean, that's what the 4 of Swords is about. The 4 of Swords is about taking a break, withdrawing, resting specifically. The Hermit is similar. It's obviously major arcana, and the 4 of Swords is minor arcana. So in terms of sort of like majorly need to take a break and more of like an everyday kind of break, if that makes any sense. So basically, the Hermit is more, that's also more of like a complete, like, big time self-introspection, where the 4 of Swords is like, you know what, maybe you're tired. Maybe you've had a lot going on in September, and you're just ready now to give yourself a break, to spend more like nights at home, just taking it easy. And the cards are saying that's totally fine. Like, do that. If you need that, do that. Because we all need that sometimes. And in your position of what to set aside, you drew the 4 of Wands. And the 4 of Wands is very much about, I mean, it can be like a big celebratory card in terms of more specifically home life, friends and family. So we tend to think of weddings a lot of times, or other just kind of like, you know, it could be like a family reunion. I mentioned that, I think last month actually, the 4 of Wands came up for a lot of, it's 2 4s I just noticed. So the 4s can come up, or the 4 of Wands came up several times for the signs last month, but this is the first time it's come up this month. And so as a set aside, it's maybe time to, if it makes sense for your given situation and your family and your friends, maybe there's a family member or multiple family members who you need to kind of like take a break from, right? So you're maybe just not even just sort of more generally taking a break. I mean, maybe you do need to more generally do that, but specifically maybe evaluate kind of the people in your life who have not been as supportive lately, who might even be, you know, on the extreme end of things, could be toxic in your life. And take a break from those people, definitely. You know, when we take breaks, it doesn't have to be permanent. And if someone isn't willing to understand that you need a break from them, even if they're not being toxic, sometimes we just need time alone, or time away from a specific person. And If someone's not willing to grant you that, it's just, that's worth evaluating too. Because it's not very fair or understanding, and yeah, I would just caution you against anyone who guilts you into maintaining a relationship with them, that kind of thing. And for your card of additional consideration, you drew the Ace of Pentacles. Which is a little bit cheerier of a, I mean, not that resting is depressing. I mean, I love resting. I love taking a Saturday or a Sunday and just doing nothing and hanging out in bed. But I know that everyone can't do that, nor is it always, or I mean, nor is it pretty much ever like a super productive use of time. So I understand that it's not, not everyone has the positive reaction I have to the Four of Swords. And then also, you know, with the Four of Wands as your set aside is not also the cheeriest disposition, but you got the Ace of Pentacles in your additional consideration placement, which aces are all about new beginnings. And so for the Pentacles suit in particular, we tend to think of work and finances. So it could be that a new job is around the bend. You know, if while you're taking a break from, because I get the feeling because of where the Four of Wands placement is, I get the feeling that you kind of need to take a break more socially rather than in other realms of your life. Meaning if you want a job search this month and kind of like set the scene for what November looks like. I'm filming this in September, so that sounds so far away, but it's really not. It's just right around the bend. But yeah, now's a good time to do that because, ooh, I almost dropped the card. Because you have the Ace of Pentacles in your corner, which is, it's just a really powerful card in terms of new career stuff in particular. So consider that. If you're not trying to move on from your job, it could be a time to pick up extra work, perhaps in some kind of other capacity. It could be a time to ask for a promotion, get in that new cash money. So just consider it. So that's your reading for the month, Aries. I hope that it was useful. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel. I upload the suite of videos for all the signs before the 1st of every month so that you can get a little bit of time with them. And if you subscribe and then hit the bell icon next to subscribe, you'll be automatically notified as soon as I upload this video, so you won't have to kind of guess or check in or whatever. So that's it. Thanks for letting me read for you. I will pause this and pan down so that you can see all the cards together, because visually I feel like that's helpful in a reading rather than me just individually holding them up all the time. And also they're really beautiful cards and I'm so excited about this deck and I hope that you enjoy it too. Okay, bye Aries. So as you can see, you've got your Four of Swords focus, Four of Wands set aside, and Ace of Pentacles additional consideration. Thanks for tuning in.